It's your girl Chanel from Complex Simplicity. Happy Friday. I am so glad the weekend is about to get started. I get a couple days off from work. I'm with it. Anyway, you see the thought above this vlog and it reads, we're not friends, we're strangers with memories. When I stumbled on this thought, it was so thought-provoking and controversial, I just knew that I had to blog about it. I done put it on my social media for the website because I'm like, y'all, you already know this is so my territory of controversial conversation. I love it. And so, yes, for me, I think it's so easy these days for us as humans, as I always say, to feel like just because we may have history together or because we might have been very close in life for several years, that even though we're not really cultivating the friendship or relationship, we're really not putting in the work, rolling in our sleeves to really say, friend, I love you and I want you to be in my life. And even though we're grown and we're married and or have kids, we got jobs, we got real problems out here, I'm still going to make that great effort, right? To include you in my life and to be very much so a part of yours. I'm going to make that effort to be a presence in your world, and you're going to make that effort to be a presence in mine. I feel that a lot of us are just like, oh, we were once so close, we knew each other from high school or grade school, or we might have even went to college together. And so that means that regardless of whether I am actually trying to check in to make sure you're okay, or the fact that, regardless of the fact that I'm actually praying for you, regardless of the fact that I'm actually hey, supporting you, being there, trying to make my presence known in your world, we're still friends, right? So when I do see you, even if that's far and few in between each time that we run into each other or we plan to run into each other, it's all good. The friendship ain't never skip a beat. We're all good out here. We're still good friends, right? Knowing good and well a year or 8 months time or 2 years amount of time or several years amount of time have gone by and you really haven't cultivated that friendship, or I haven't been checking in with you to see how you're doing. I'm not rooting for you. I'm not celebrating your wins. I'm not there for you when you're hitting rock bottom and going through the tragedies and trials and tribulations of life. I'm just like, I just zone back into whatever time frame within our lives that we were deeply connected. You kind of hear people always say, we don't have to talk all the time. We don't have to talk every day, but we're still friends. We're great friends. And when we meet up, even though it could be 2 years since I've seen you, when we see each other, we've never skipped a beat. And you know what I say to that? Get out of here with all of that. Some may be like, Chanel, we're busy. Real life gets in the way. I hear you. But for me and the way that I think and my perspective and how I value friendship, I'm still going to make time for the people that I care about, right? I had a coworker who used to always say this. This was her slogan. People make time for who and what they want to make time for, right? And that's so true. If I really feel like you're an asset to my life, that you're an amazing friend, you're someone that's of value that I always want to keep around, that I feel like this is a healthy friendship, we're both growing and learning from one another, supporting one another, bearing each other up in life, then I don't care how busy I am. I'm going to try to do my best to support you and to make sure that I'm there for you, that I'm checking in. Hey, how you doing? Is all well? Thought about you today. Just want to let you know. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm not with that. Oh, we don't have to see each other for years, but when we meet up, we never skip a beat. I'm not saying that I need to talk to my friends every day. I'm not saying that we have to hang out every other day, every week. What I'm saying is I think there should still be a strong presence in one another's worlds and lives, right? It shouldn't be where I haven't spoken to you for 10 months. I haven't spoken to you for 5 months. I haven't spoken to you for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? But yet we're best of friends. But yet, you know what I'm saying? I'm expecting for you to roll out the red carpet of friendship, right? When I know that I really haven't been a good friend to you. I don't know what's really going on in your world. Didn't really think twice about it, right? I'm just living my own life. That's where I don't agree with that saying, and I don't adopt that thought and theory of thinking. For me, I'm going to make time for the people who care about me. I'm sorry. I'm going to make time for the people who I care about. And guess what? The people who genuinely care about me, they're going to make time for me. You know, that's just how I see the world. That's just how I think, you know. And I want to challenge us, including myself, to kind of get out of that mode of, you know, not really rolling up our sleeves and putting in the work, you know, to really be great friends, good friends to one another, but wanting to reap the benefits of what comes with being a good friend. You know what I'm saying? The kind of texts, Facebook messages I get sometimes when I run into people, I'm like, wow, this person's perspective is as if we done been cooling and hanging and talking all the time for months, like for years, like we ain't never skip a beat, right? Almost as if, even though I haven't spoken to you like that in months, I haven't spoken to you like that in years, as if the expectation is still that, oh no, but we're cool, we're great, ain't nothing changed. Let me tell you something. A hell of a lot has changed. And like I said, I'm the type of person where I will quietly back out. And most people don't realize it until one day they wake up and it's like years later or months later and they're like, where's Chanel? Oh my gosh, where did she go? Is everything okay? And by that time, it's a day late and a dollar short. You know, that's just how I am. Because I put my all into friendships, and I know my worth in friendships. That's what I say to a lot of people. There are those around me who probably think that I'm too harsh and I'm too dramatic. You know, I back out of friendships too easily. By the time I back out of a friendship, kind of remove myself and separate myself from someone, enough has gone down. I'm not like someone who you do something to me once and that's it, right? You know, again, let me not say that. It depends on what you do. But I'm not necessarily someone who has no heart or, you know, but for me, once I start to see a certain pattern of behavior, I'm good. Because I already know where this is going to go. See, when you done been through enough things with people in life, after a while, you get keen, you get sharper, you're quick with it. So I understand, you know, where this can go, you know. So even when I've recently embarked on new friendships with people, you know, I see one thing and I'm like, let me kind of quietly back out of this one. Why? Because what I saw tells me that there really is no true hope for the friendship moving forward anyway. We will forever probably differ when it comes to our viewpoint of friendships, and I take friendships seriously, you know, and so I'm not gonna just let people treat me any old kind of way, do anything, be real shady and disloyal, and still be like, yeah, come over here, I'm here for you, come here. Like, no, I know my worth, and so I'm like, I know I'm not a perfect friend, but I am a damn good friend, and I'm not gonna let anybody kind of like have me like, no, I'll forget, no, that's okay. No, because if I would have done half the things that were done to me to other people, they would have read me my rights long time ago, cut me off, cursed me out, defamed my name out here, you know? So not that I'm playing the victim role, because, you know, I own when I F up in friendships as well, you know, but I'm not about that life of like just tolerating and being a punching bag, or being so fearful that, oh, I'm not gonna have friends, so I gotta hold on to the people I have, or having a need to belong to the point where it's like, I'll accept certain behaviors or treatment that I normally wouldn't or know I shouldn't because I just wanna be a part of this crew. That ain't your girl. I'd rather be on my own by myself, you know, straight up. And so, you know, I constantly try to remind myself as well, Chanel, treat people well, you know, treat people how you want to be treated, especially in friendships. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shady, don't be disloyal, you know, try to be honest and be the good friend that you would want. You know, I'm not going to say that I'm not perfect, very far from that, as I always say, but I do make an effort to treat people how I would want to be treated. That's like a huge family value for me. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, just to challenge us all to like, instead of being these strangers who've created amazing memories at certain points in our lives, let's actually strive to be good to each other, right? The people who we deem as friends in our lives, let's strive to be good friends to them. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, if things don't work out, hey, it happens. Sometimes people are just around for a certain amount of time in life, you know? And so for me, I'm like, I'm about to be 34 years old in a matter of a month and change, and my tolerance with certain things is just not what it used to be. I used to overlook a lot of things when I was in my 20s. I used to give a lot of chances. You know, my mom is always like, you're too nice sometimes. Like, once you get to be my age, you're gonna understand. I'm not her age. I'm still in my 30s, but I'm understanding a lot more than what I did when I was in my 20s. Like, I'm not with a lot of the things that people do out here, you know, especially when I know I've been true blue, you know. So I'm gonna strive to not be a stranger with memories to people who I care about, but actually be that friend that I would want someone to be to me. And I challenge you out there to do the same. You know what I'm saying? And let's stop adopting that mindset of, oh, I don't have to really put the work into this friendship. It's all good. Because when we link up, it's gonna be like we never left. I'm not with that. Like, the people you care about, especially because life is short out here, make efforts to still be connected to them, to have your presence known in their worlds, vice versa as well, and to ultimately, like, you know, be supportive and be that friend that you would want someone to be to you. You know, let's stop letting life consume us to the point where we can't check in, you know? I was the type of person where even if I was going through some craziness, I would still make it a point to check in with my friends, right? Because in my mind, one, it helps me to kind of forget about the craziness I'm going through. And a lot of times for me, helping others, you know, that's a big part of my job, helping others in the midst of me going through some craziness helps me get through things as well, you know? And of course, you know, it doesn't feel good to be unsupported out here. It doesn't feel good to be left hung to dry. People only wanting to contact you because they want something. Like, that ain't cool. You know, we all want to feel like we're enough for the people that we love and care about in our lives, for them to make efforts to show that and to be there for us, you know? So let's really, like, start supporting people, putting our money where our mouth is when it comes to supporting each other, and not just being out here giving lip service to, yeah, I support. Oh, yeah, girl, I'm gonna buy them t-shirts. Oh, yeah, girl, this is what I'm gonna do. When, you know, because I'm a type of friend, I'm there. I'm supporting you. If I got it, I'm paying it. I'm coming out. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Let's ride out for each other for real, you know, in life. Like, I've learned so much in the last year, y'all, but I can't even get into it without people probably wanting to crucify me because they feel like being put on Front Street. But I say all that to say this. Let's just try to be more aware and more present with the people we care about in their worlds. Let's be more connected outside of social media. That doesn't count. You know, I'm talking to myself too. And let's really, like, be the friends that we want to be. Let's stop being strangers that have a whole bunch of memories. Anyway, let me stop rambling. I'm about to get back to this Cavs and Golden State game. I'm very annoyed that Golden State is not sweeping them. They're losing right now. They need to sweep them. If you don't know, I'm a GSW Golden State Warriors fan. But anyway, continue to head to ComplexSimplicity.com. Continue to rock with your girl. Thank you for the love. And until next time. I'm so charged tonight. I don't know what's going on. Good night, y'all.